All right, if you haven't yet filed your 2022 taxes, guess what, y'all? You are almost out of time. The deadline to file individual income taxes is today. And of course, if you simply need additional time to file, you can request a tax extension with the IRS. But if you're seeking to submit today, here's some last-minute tax moves you may want to consider before the deadline hits. And joining us to talk all about it is the woman herself, Kim Sense, with the details. Kim, as always, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
So what are the important tax deadlines people should be aware of?
Right, just as you mentioned, today is the tax deadline for the IRS, so you want to make certain that you submit your tax returns today. Keep in mind, for the state of Louisiana, the tax deadline is May 15th. This is also the last day to file an extension, and if you expect you're going to owe taxes, you do need to make certain you send some money, of course, to the IRS, because an extension extends the time to file, but it doesn't extend the time to pay, so you do want to keep that in mind.
Now, Kim, for those seeking to file today, what are some last-minute tax tips?
Right, so if you're looking to file your tax return today, here's some last-minute tax tips that you can start looking out for. Number one, if you travel for medical or charitable options last year, you can deduct that on your tax return. Let's say, for instance, if you volunteer with the Red Cross or whatever the case may be, you could consider taking it as a deduction. Also, if you paid state taxes last year, even from a prior year, you can deduct this on your tax return. So you want to check your receipts and, of course, your bank account. And last but certainly not least, there's still some time to fund your individual retirement account, because you still can take this deduction on your 2022 tax return. So those are some of the steps you can take today to reduce your taxes.
Now, Kim, if someone expects that they may owe, what should they know right now?
Right, so if you expect that you're going to owe, you want to, again, send some money to the IRS, because, of course, this is the deadline to pay your taxes, too. Even if you can't afford to send all of the money, you do want to send something, because of that, of course, reduces any interest or penalties that you can expect to owe. Or you can also go online at irs.gov. You can create an installment plan if you're seeking to pay, of course, monthly payments. So those are some things that you do need to do today.
Now, Kim, what advice do you have for those seeking a free way to file, or even to file an extension before the deadline?
Right, so I just want to say, of course, filing an extension is not a sin. So you think that you can't meet the deadline, make sure that you do file your extension. You can file for free by heading over again to irs.gov, click on free file, and even if you need to file your tax return, that is also a free way to file, of course, if you have income less than $73,000. So you do have options. Make sure you take advantage of these different options on today.
Giving us everything we need to know to save on our bottom dollar and our taxes from the IRS. Kimberly Washington, as always, Kim, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Really
I appreciate it.
All right.